Good morning. Hi guys, what's up? I've liked it, so I'm reading your comments right now. I'm one of the people that liked it, so maybe that's what you're looking at. How's everybody doing today? I'm very excited to draw some stinky feet with you guys today. If you guys wanted to learn how to draw feet, that's what we're gonna learn. So here we go. I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, let's jump right into it. Um, yes, get on that Hadassah. Figure out who commented. Also, you guys, can you comment underneath the video itself? I'm trying to see. I don't think you can right now, but maybe you can after it's like posted. It's kind of interesting. You can't hear. Zoe, are you unmuted again? Hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear. Let me see. Okay. Zoe, was it unmuted? Was that why you couldn't hear? All right, good. You guys can hear. Great. Uh, Today, let's jump into our morning routine, our schedule, our game plan, as you want to say. So we've got our art review. Then we've got our quote of the day. Then we've got our morning mindfulness. Let me know. Do you guys like the morning mindfulness? It's kind of hard to tell because I tell you guys to be quiet and like breathe and close your eyes. So obviously you're not really chatting as much. But yeah, I'm curious. Do you guys like that? If you do or you don't, let me know what you like or you dislike about it. Then we're going to go draw some shapes. Then we're going to take a karate break, and then we're going to do something that's big. That's going to be a surprise. Then we're going to do our challenge of the day, and then we also do have morning mail today. Thank you guys for submitting, and then I will send you guys off with our challenge. Our FOT was connected to my sister. Oh, that's right. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, you like it? Cool. All right, I like it too. Wow, you guys drew so many dogs. Oh, gotcha. Maybe this time today, I will try to stay very focused with the morning mindfulness and not get distracted. So I won't even look at the comments, and then that way we can just like zip right. We could do it, give it the time it needs, but also not like get super distracted. Okay. Love these drawings. Here, I'm going to step off to the side. Zoe, fantastic. I love the little drawing of Max that you did. Very cool. I love the border collie. This one right here. This one's my little favorite. This one's a golden, which I like. That's a good one. And then up there is, I forget the name of that one. The one with the really small one up top. Oh, and you did a gray one too. Very cool. I like how you gave them all like an accessory too. That's very nice. Okay, cool. That's not a good sign. I'm already getting thirsty. My fan is on. Okay. And Hadassah, you did some really cute drawings of the dogs too. I like how you used like a different color for each one. And their little expressions are adorable. And the wagging tail. Very cute. Nice job, guys. And I love that you guys are like we're all becoming like friends in the chat. It's cool. It's like a whole little like classroom. Very nicely done. Very cool. If you guys know already, obviously, for anybody that's new, send it on over to noafontana@gmail.com and we'll post it up for the next episode. It'll be awesome. Okay. Quote of the day is by Catherine Dunham. She was pretty much an awesome rock star of a person. She said, I think that people have lost something. They've lost the idea of what dance is. Everybody seems to be in it just for a matter of personal pleasure, and there's more to it than that, such as expressing your culture, expressing the meaning of your life, the meaning of the people that you came from, the meaning of your family and your roots. Dance does this. It's in there. We just have to take it out and use it. So if you can tell from the pictures and her quote, she was a dancer, and Katie was a choreographer, author, educator, anthropologist, and social activist. She did a lot of different things, And I felt like, especially with so many of you that were asking like what you can do, and how you can like have your voice be heard, even as a kid, uh, at the age of 15. And I'm curious, you don't have to say how old you are, but she was 15 when she organized the Blue Moon Cafe, which was a fundraising cabaret to raise money for Brown's Methodist Church. And that was when she was 15 years old. Um, while still as a high school student, she opened a private dance school for young Black children. She is now called the matriarch and queen mother of Black dance. There are some videos of her on YouTube that you can watch, which is really cool. Um, and her school became like very, very well known. And she did it all the way up until she died. I think she did it for like 40 or some years that she was teaching. Um, but yeah, so okay, so you guys are a little bit younger, but that doesn't mean that you can't even start something like that. Like you guys can start your own groups that help other people or kind of teach people what you've learned. And I think that's just a really cool way that she did, that she chose to help people. She really wanted to help people in communities express their emotions, because sometimes people feel like they can't express their emotions or the things going on in their head. And through dance, she was able to do that. Her dance studio that she started in New York was actually so popular that there was a lot of famous actors that joined in. So here's pictures of James Dean, and he was one of the students of her school. Marlon Brando played the Godfather. James Dean was another famous actor. He was like the Timothy Chalamet of his time. And and they would frequently drop by and play bongo drums, and jazz musicians like Charles Mingus held regular jam sessions with the drummers there too. So really cool, what she did, and it became like a really popular thing, for a lot of people, not just people in communities where they were less well off, but also for like celebrities and actors too, participated, because it was just a good environment that she created. So for our morning mindfulness, I want to take a moment, close your eyes, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, take a deep breath. You don't have to do a whole deep breath for the entire time, but take one big deep breath and out. Good. Okay. Now, as you close your eyes, I want you to try to remember your roots. Okay. Katie reminds us of the potential the arts have of expressing something much deeper than simply our individual enjoyment. She used her art to share her roots, which is such a wonderful metaphor since her art of choice was dancing. As we move forward to the next portion of class, I challenge us to draw upon our roots, which are the foundation or the legs that we are stand on today. So when people say something is your roots, they mean like where, what holds you up, what's your foundation. And it's interesting because our roots, are kind of like our legs, in a more like physical term, and she used her physical roots, like her legs, to dance and express her emotional and her hereditary roots. I think hereditary is the right word. Her heritage. But yeah, so let's try to do that today, and keep that in mind. And let's draw. So we're going to start off with some shapes, and by shapes I mean some basic shapes for drawing feet. Now, I've already shared with you this artist. His name is Bernie Hogarth. Bern Hogarth. I don't think you pronounce the E. He drew a lot of different characters. He was the guy that did Tarzan, in the newspapers, and does all those anatomy studies. And he has a dynamic anatomy book where he shows you how to break down the foot. Now these are really these are a little bit more advanced. So I'm going to try to break it down for you guys a little bit simpler. Okay, here we go. So we're going to break it down so that it's just simple shapes like this, some triangles and some circles, okay? And this is how we'll be able to draw feet. So that's the sketch. Here we go. Perfect. I'm using my 6B pencil. It's just like the one that looks most like a pencil and feels the most like a pencil. And I can do like sketches like this, or I can do lines like that. Okay. And let's start. So in order to draw feet, I think we're the only ones here, but it says 8 people are watching. Very interesting. Maybe some people don't comment. I know Colin's not here today, but usually I think he watches it somehow so that he can't comment in the. I think he just watches it off of the TV. But yeah, very interesting. All right, let's start with a nice big circle. Okay, then we're gonna add a triangle. Let's see, like that. Okay. As you can see, I do a lot of like sketchy lines because we're just doing the sketches, and you shouldn't be too worried about it looking very accurate when it's a sketch. Okay. Here we go. Now we're already. That's pretty much the basic shape of a foot. There's Zach. Okay. Now we're gonna. So after we drew our circle and we drew our triangle, now we can already start to kind of like draw the skeleton or like the feet over it. Okay, so here we go. Here's the ankle or the heel. Here's the ankle right here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this on a different layer. That way I can erase it. I can hide it and show you guys. Okay. And we'll chop off this last bit of this part right here of the triangle. We don't need that. Here we go. This could be the ankle right here. Now, some of you guys have requested that we draw feet. Did you mean feet in any particular position or something like that? Let me know, and I'll draw it right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue with a couple of the angles that I thought would be helpful for you guys. All right, there we go. I know, I'm just so excited today for some notes. All right, Adassa. So excited. All right. You're gonna like Thursday's episode then, because we got all the hype for Thursday. Just so you know. Okay. So now look, if we erase this back layer, boom, and we have a foot. Ta-da. Okay, let's try another one. We're going to draw a foot from the front view. So the same thing, since we figured out, I just want to improve drawing my feet from every angle. Okay, gotcha. So a really tricky one is from the front view, if you're trying to draw just the foot, just from the foot. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to still use the same shapes that we used before, and that's what's kind of cool about when you break things down to their basic shapes, is that you can reuse the shapes because it should still be the same shapes if it's the same object. So the same thing when you're drawing characters, if you can break your characters down to simple shapes, it'll help drawing them make it really easy. So a circle is going to look the same from every angle. So we're going to draw a circle here for the angle. Let's see. And then for the triangle, now this is where it's a little bit different because a triangle from the front would look almost like a kind of like a pyramid or like a ramp, I believe is what the actual shape is called. So we're going to draw it like a ramp. So by ramp, I mean it looks like this. Okay, and this would be like, this one would be this shape, but like tilted a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 3/4 foot, and then we'll do a front foot. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right. Now let's draw the foot on top of it. Now we get to draw all the toes. So the trick with the foot is just to remember the simple curves that they have. I want you to draw toes because I'm so bad at toes. Okay, we'll do toes, don't worry. So for toes, it's important to mark off the area, like where it's going to be, just to get them right. So you can even draw like circles like this. So we have 5 toes. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they get smaller. Okay, so we'll leave it at that for right now. That'll be the sketch. Actually, I did it on the wrong layer. Hold on. This is the layer I want to do on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we'll draw on top. Now, okay, also, before I forget, for the ball of the foot, you want to draw a little curve right here. This is the ball of the foot. This is the heel. So we're going to want to make sure we include both of those curves. And then this is like I think it's called the instep. Right there. And that's kind of like the arch in the foot where it curves. You said that you wanted to draw toes a lot today, Zoe? Or do you say that me too a lot today? Wow, that's exciting, Zach. That sounds like so much fun. All right, here's the heel. Okay, and now we'll just draw the toes. Now the toes kind of are just like letter C's or letter U's. For the most part, we'll leave it at that. And then you can give it like a little bit of a curve for the knuckles. And then the other trick is just to add a toenail. So for the toenail, I like to do like a U and a line like that. That's a nice simple way to do it. So upside down U plus a line equals. Let's see how that looks when we erase. There we go, not bad. It's a little bit fat, and I think that's because when we drew the ramp, I drew it a little too wide and not tall enough. But other than that, I mean, it almost looks, if you draw like a fatter foot, that makes it look more like a baby foot. Okay. What other positions? Should we draw like the toes being bent? Let's see. So if we want to draw like toes being bent, still do the same thing. Let's do this one from the front view. But we're going to draw the toes being bent. Okay. So this is our triangle or our ramp. So a ramp from the front view like this, right? If we looked at this from the front view, it would just look like a square or like a rectangle. The front, draw the foot from the front. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So if we're just drawing it from the front, we'll make this line right here a little bit wider than this line right here, just because it's coming towards us. That's how perspective works. The closer something gets to you, the bigger it's going to look. And this one on the left is on your toes, so we'll draw like a little, kind of like a little box for the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. You can just say the side of your feet. Random. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now let's draw the actual foot. All right. And I think the thing for feet too, similar to like when you draw noses, when I go showing pictures, um, um, I think because we try to like overdraw it and kind of like drawing the nose, it's kind of going to be like a really simple thing, and it's just a matter of getting like the few lines that you need to draw right. So let's see. There we go. This big toe looks kind of weird, but it's kind of like a similar. Have you ever tried to draw fingers straight ahead? Like, so if you look at my fingers like this, right? Um, if you try to draw them straight, if you try to draw that, it's just gonna look weird. Um, it doesn't ever like it's just always such a weird angle because it's right on, and it looks fine if it looks normal like in an image or like a picture, but to draw it, it just kind of looks it's like one of those things that just doesn't ever really look good to draw from that angle. um, it's like if you were to draw all the wrinkles on a face, especially in like a smile. If you did all that, especially for like a baby, you drew all the wrinkles on their face from the creases on their face from a smile, it would make them look really kind of gross and like old. Um, and even though that's actually what's there, it doesn't always, drawing it out doesn't really always translate as well. All right. So let's stop this right here. We're going to switch to a karate break. That way we'll have enough time for our next next portion of the class. All right, so let's switch. Okay, now for karate today, let me bump up this light a little bit more. There we go. All right, let's try to do combat one. Do you guys remember that at all? All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Drink some water if you need some water. All right, here we go. Oh, let me get my belt on. This will make a lot more sense once we're back in the studio, and we have like a whole setup. You can see my whole karate setup. But right now, this will have to do. Okay, here we go. Karate belt on. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's go. Okay, first let's stretch out a little bit and stretch your arms. Ready? Here we go. Stretch your arms like this. Good. Stretch your arms like that. Good. Stretch your arms over your head like this. Stretch your arms over your head like that. Good. Just pull down your elbow a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Roll your neck around. Good. Roll your neck around the other way. Good. All right. Whoa. Okay. Should I do Sensei Says today? Oh, you guys still want to do Sensei Says? You don't want to take a break and do some... let's do comment 1 forwards really quick. And then we'll do Sensei Says the next. Okay. Here we go. Ready. Fighting stance. So right foot back. Right foot is locked. Left foot is forwards and bent a little bit. Okay, ready. Here we go. Make sure you have room in front of you. And 1, right front kick step forward. So now your right foot is in front of your left foot and your right foot is bent now. 2, right rising block. 3, left straight punch. 4, left front kick step forwards. All right, now your left foot is in front. 4, 5. 5, paré, spear hand. There we go. Okay, that's forwards. Going backwards is 1, step back, block down. 2, left straight punch. 3, right middle lock. 4, step back, block down. So now your right foot is back. And 5, straight punch, cross block. All right. Hadassah, you're going to do it today? Yeah? All right, let's do it then. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, Sensei Says. You're funny. Okay. Sensei Says. I'm not doing anything except Sensei Says. Okay. Sensei Says horse riding stance. Okay. Straight punch. Did I get you? Please say I got you. I would laugh so hard if I got all of you. Okay. I got you. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. Ready? Sensei Says Kyosuke. Sensei Says horse riding stance. Sensei Says straight punch. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says res block. Sensei Says down block. Sensei Says... Oh! I just thought of a new one that I forgot. I didn't teach you guys. Okay, ready? You guys want to learn a new move? Okay, this one is called Shuto. Okay, like S-H-U-T-O. Shuto. Okay, and you put your hands up like this, and you come around like that. It's like a karate chop to the side. Like that. You hit it right here with the ridge of your hand. Okay, same thing as like a hammer fist. That's the same part that you would hit with. So Shuto is like this. It's just like a karate chop like that. Okay. You're still in. Okay, I got you. Gotcha, Zoe. Okay, here, let's practice Shuto really quick. Ready? Ichi, ni, san, chi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. It's almost like you're holding like a platter, like you're a waiter. All right, let's keep on going with the Sensei Says. Ready? Sensei Says rising block. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says down block. Sensei Says straight punch. Sensei Says heel palm. Sensei Says heel palm. Sensei Says hammer fist. Sensei Says hammer fist. Sensei Says spear hand. Sensei Says heel palm. Sensei Says heel palm. Sensei Says shuto. Sensei Says shuto. Sensei Says back fist. Sensei Says back fist. Sensei Says hammer fist. Sensei Says front kick. Sensei Says front kick. Sensei Says side kick. Back kick. Huh? All right, nice job. Did I get anybody with that back kick? All right, let's try it again. I'm just thinking, like, I don't know what it is, but today I'm like remembering all these different different moves. They're like all flooding back to my memory right now. Remembered another one just now. Okay. Do you guys want to learn another move? Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Maybe that'll help me get you guys out since you guys are just too good at Sensei Says. Okay, so we learned Shuto like this, like you're a waiter, right? Oh, I got you out. Oh man, you guys, what's going on today? Okay, this is called ridge hand because I almost did it while we were doing Sensei Says. Ridge hand comes around like this, kind of like Shuto, but you just flip your hand like that. Okay, so with the ridge hand, you're hitting it with this part of your hand right here. Okay. And it's like kind of like that knuckle, so you're going around ridge hand like that. Okay, let's try that one. Ichi, ni, san, si, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Does that mean I can do the next round of Sensei? Yeah. You guys can still do it if you want to. We haven't done like a tournament yet. Maybe we should do that. I think so many of you have been staying in. I haven't been able to get you out. That it's been no point to do it. You will never get me out again. We'll see. I'm adding a few new moves. All right. We're gonna have to do a tournament though. Maybe on Thursday we should do it. I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Sensei says. So you guys better make sure like you're all like ready to go on Thursday. Okay. Last one. Okay. This one is called vertical fist. This is like as if you're a boxer almost. So there's two ways to do it. One is you do it like this, right? So you're still with the two knuckles, these two knuckles of your two index fingers. So you just go box it like that, right? And that's a vertical fist. But the way we usually practice it is if you go like this. You put your hands down to the side, you bring it up, out, back, and down. So let's try that. Okay. This helps you remember to do it right when you're doing it up here. But you never really punch from your arms down here if you were in a fight. Okay, here we go. Ready? And ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, ku, chu. All right. Let's do one more round of Sensei Says. Let me see if I can get all of you out this time because I'm just crushing it today. Okay. I know why I laugh so hard. I'm drawing my clone trooper. Oh, you're drawing clone trooper again. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready, and Sensei says Kyosuke. Sensei says horse riding stand. Sensei says vertical fist. Sensei says vertical fist. Sensei says vertical fist. Sensei says ridge hand. Sensei says ridge hand. Sensei says heel palm. Sensei says shuto. Sensei says shuto. Sensei says heel palm. Sensei says heel palm. Sensei says hammer fist. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says side kick. Sensei says back kick. Shuto. Did I get you with the shuto? I feel like I got somebody with the shuto. All right. Here we go. I'm taking off my belt. We're going to move on to the next portion of the class. All right. Now, our next portion of the class, I call it big. Now, we're still drawing feet, but we're just probably not drawing any feet that you expected to draw. Okay? You will never... Oh, my God. All right. Make sure you guys keep on drinking water. Zach, are you really in? I did so many new moves that round. I'm dubious. I mean, I believe you, but I'm dubious. Okay. All right. Let's move on. So we're gonna look at some famous feet first, and then we're gonna try to draw some of them. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. Ta-da. Okay. Now. All right. Now, obviously, people have different styles of drawing feet. We're going to look at a few of those different styles and get some inspiration. Some of the classic ones are Disney feet, which I feel like are very anatomically correct, but at the same time, very stylized too. So here's Ariel when she got her feet. Then we also have some very famous feet, Tarzan's feet, which are great. They're very like kind of mixture between because he's like grew up with apes. He learned to grab things with his feet. Do you guys ever grab things with your feet? Like if you drop your pencil and you're sitting down at your desk and you just like reach over with your foot and you grab it? I definitely do that. See, Zach's not correct. A funny story about Glenn Keane, the artist that drew and helped design Tarzan. He was like, I think the head animator on that. He said that it was when he was sitting at home and he was with his wife and he was giving her a foot massage, and he was struggling with coming up with the designs for Tarzan. He looked down at her feet and he was like, oh my goodness. He goes, you have Tarzan's feet. And they were like, that his wife's feet were the inspiration for Tarzan's feet. And I thought that was really funny. Anyway, Tarzan's feet are really, you could see the difference between like the girl's foot, Jane's foot, and his feet. His feet are a lot more angular, and that's typical when you're drawing a guy versus a girl, is to give it more angles and make the girls a little bit more softer, rounder. And you can see that with like the knuckles on the feet. Hers don't really even have knuckles. Also, the skin color is very dark over Tarzan because he's out in the sun all the time. But yeah, and they took a lot of liberties with like the bends of the feet. Most feet don't actually bend like that. And then even when he's standing or like squatting like that, you can see how spread out they are, and they almost look like gorilla feet. Yeah, Hadassah was a good. Tarzan was a good movie. Hadassah. Tarzan was actually my favorite movie growing up as a kid, so I would suggest watching it for sure. Um, now, there's also some more exaggerated feet, like we have Flintstones over here, and you can see they're just like very simplified, um, and there's only 3 toes on the foot, which is even less, I think, than the amount of fingers they have, which is crazy. But it doesn't even look weird because, like I was saying before, with things like feet, you can simplify it down a lot and it still looks normal. So you probably didn't even notice that he only had 3 toes, which would be crazy if you saw that on a real person. You haven't watched, guys, come on. Phil Collins, the Backstreet Boys, I think, did, or no, it was NSYNC, did a song inspiration for Tarzan 2 with Phil Collins. Like, it was the golden age of Disney right there. All right. We also have other kinds of feet that aren't even human. Like we have Lola Bunny and Bugs Bunny. And you could see from their feet, you could tell a lot about their character already. And you can see that Bugs Bunny's feet are very round and like floppy, which gives him like a very funny, almost like a clown, like has big feet. And then when you compare them to Lola Bunny, her feet are a lot more like delicate and streamlined, and more a little bit more graceful and like finesse. Um, um, these are, I think this is just a regular Bugs Bunny sketch. This is from Space Jam, I believe. Think. So yeah, Space Jam model sheet. Yeah. And if you're curious, if you want to know, these are called model sheets. Is when you do like a turnaround where you draw your character from all different angles. That's called a turnaround. And when you put that all together onto one sheet, that's called a model sheet because they use that to reference like the drawings for all the other animators. So each animator will have a copy of that sheet, and that they'll keep if they're going to be animating that character. That way, they make sure that she's always on model. Okay, let's see. We also got some other crazy feet that I wanted to show you too. So we have like this Bigfoot Yeti. We have box trolls. We have Monsters Inc. All different kinds of feet, and it's kind of cool because now that you know how to break down feet into shapes, now you can actually draw them from. You can change the size. You could give the person like big angles and make the circle really big, or make them really stubby and make them like the Hulk. I think has really like fat feet. You can make that. Lola Bunny was from. I mean, she's from Looney Tunes, but that specific one was in Space Jam. But yeah, you could mess around with the shapes pretty easily now that you know how to draw a character. So, for example, let's say I wanted to draw a really like a different size foot. Okay, let's see. We'll make the circle really small. We'll make the foot really big like that. We can make the big toe really big, and we can make the little toes. We can give this guy like a lot of little toes. Like a lot of little toes. Or if we want to do like a hobbit where their legs are a little bit more stubbier, we can make the circle big and the foot big. We can make them a little bit hairy too. There we go. And then we'll even make the legs a little bit stubbier. Make them look. There we go. And that makes it look a little bit more like the whole foot is bigger. Ooh, Star Wars. That's a good one too. Yeah, let me write that down. You mean just like regular Star Wars characters or any ones in particular? Let me know, Hadassah, and anybody else who wants to add on to that. Okay. Now, and I also have a game that I wanted to play with you guys and send you off with. So this will be the activity for today. Have you ever played, does this look familiar to you? When you break this the character down into 3 parts. Okay, write that down, Darth Vader too. Okay. So this is a game that you can play. All you have to do is take a piece of paper, you fold it into 3 pieces. So imagine these lines right here. Yeah, these lines right over there are 3 pieces of paper, or 1 piece of paper that you fold. There we go. So you fold this 1 piece of paper, and you fold it into thirds. So there's 3 parts. And then all you have to do is just draw these little ticks right there on the crease lines. And then what you do is you fold it so you can't see any of the other lines. And that's what you give to somebody else. And so you would draw, one person would draw the head, one person would draw the torso, one person would draw the feet. And it's kind of cool because then you can mix and match monsters, or you can even do like superheroes is a good one. Oh, and Mandalorian, good idea. Okay. So let's do, okay. So I'm going to let you guys pick, and we're going to make a monster together, and obviously we're going to all see it as it's happening, so it's not going to be like a surprise at the end. Eden Varso. Eden Version is my favorite. Who is that? Okay. All right, so for the head, I want you guys to already be commenting right now in the chat. Let me know which head we should use, and I'm going to do a quick little like thing right here so we can easily say which one. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you wanted to do, let's say we want to do Randall's head, like this guy right here, then we would say C3. So C3, and that's Randall's head. Okay? So let me know in the comments. Type in the letter and the number, and then say if that's going to be the head, the torso, or the feet. Okay? And let me know in the comments. Oh, an Ewok. That would be so fun. Ewoks are so cute. Okay. For example, I'm going to do an example while you, okay. A3 for which one? Head, torso, or feet, Zoe. 4, Hadassah, what does 4 even mean? 4 is this whole column right here. 4, which one? Okay, E4, head. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to do it first call first. Okay, E4 for the head. Okay, nice. All right, we're going to have to squeeze it into this neck, though. So let's do this. You know what? I'm going to... Okay, E4 head. I'll do the, yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. D2 legs. Okay, let's see. D2 legs. Oh my goodness, nice. You know, I'm going to keep it with the same color, I think. Just make it a little bit different. think that's as close as I can get it to make it look like those legs. Okay. Oh, body. 4A body. Perfect. Okay, let's see. 4A body. This guy's body. Okay. All right, let's do it. All right, keep on commenting because we're going to do another one right next. Okay. All right. There's our character. All right, let's cut and paste that. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, let's do a new one. Okay. Wait, no, I need. Okay, let's see. D2 legs. Did we do that one yet? Okay, D2. No, we did do D2. What else? Let's do another one. A3 legs. Oh, very good idea. Okay, cool. There we go. So if we're doing these for the legs, what should be the torso and what should be the head? Let's see. Okay, we'll do E3 legs next. Okay, C1 body. That's the first one I saw. C1 body. Oh no. Okay. Here we go. This is a very interesting, like, cheerleader. All the spots to the rest of the character too. There we go. Okay, now we need a head. Okay, wait, hold on a second. E3 head. E3 head. All right, nice. Well played, guys. Okay, here we go. You know what's funny is when they actually made Monsters University, they had a similar way that they made the characters because they would reuse the same general shapes and then they would just change like the colors on them. All right, I think we have time for one more monster. So start sending in your submissions. That kind of works, actually. I'm impressed. This one actually worked out all right. Okay. Maybe give her like little like fuzzy bracelets around the arms to match the feet too. Okay. Last one. Here we go. Okay. look at the most recent comments. C2 head. All right, C2 head. Okay, here we go. I think I need to make these necks bigger because most of these characters have bigger necks. So I'm going to adjust that one. Nice. All right, what are we going to do for the torso? Okay, we got legs. A1 for legs. Is that what we said? Oh, God, okay. A1 for legs. Okay, what about torso? D1 for torso. Wait, hold on a second. Let me make sure everybody gets a chance. So, who said C2? That was Tadasa. Zoe said A1 for legs. All right. Zach, C4 for feet. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Tadasa. Okay, so C2 for head. Can you agree on one for? Here, I'll let you guys figure that one out. Agree on one for the torso. Oh my gosh, she's got so many eyes. Okay, D1 for torso. Okay, gotcha. And D1 for torso. Okay, nice. Okay, here we go. You know what, this waist I can already tell is going to be huge, so. Nice, I like where your guys' heads are at. This is looking good. Okay. Are we changing up the feet? What did we say? I originally had A1 for feet, which is Roz. Should we do C4 for feet instead? Or C4? This guy's for feet? C4 for feet? Alright, let's do C4. Let's make this a little bit brighter now. So let's go a little bit more red even. Nice. Are those tentacles? Yeah. Okay, tentacles. There we go. I'm going to make it curl up a little bit. Nice. Okay, well done, guys. This is looking, I think this is the best one yet. Nice teamwork. Ta-da! Very nice. Masterpiece, if I would say so myself. All right. Because we're exhausted. It's so funny. Who knew you could get such a workout from an art class? Well done. Bravo. That was fun. So let's go. Okay, which one was our favorite one? This is our number 3. Yeah, let's go. Okay, number 3. Number 2. Or number 1, which was blue. Wow, we were such noobs. Remember when we started this one? That was like basic. And then we jumped so far. Look at that. Number 2 and number 3. What do you guys think? Let me know what your favorite ones were. I think it honestly is. I don't know if I think this one was. We were a trial run. We won't even count that one. It'll just be number 2 versus number 3. Number one, Zach, you like number one the best? Interesting. It feels like so long ago. I know, right? I don't know what I just did there. Okay. All right. Well done, guys. Okay. So now that you guys can do that, I want you guys to challenge a friend or two. You guys can split it up into 3 friends, and make a monster mash this week and email me the results. Okay, so for this challenge this week, I want to see the results of this one. So let me know. And you guys could even do it with each other if you guys have each other's on Instagram or whatever, like contact stuff. Yeah, I'd be very interested to see what you guys come up with. And you don't even have to do monsters. That might be a nice help in case you're not feeling super creative. You want to just go off of what they have. But you could also just make it up on your own. It's very good. Oh, it looks like 3's in the lead. Okay. Our morning mail for today comes from Zoe. Zoe said, "Here is, dear teacher Noah, here's the snow leopard that I drew. And I really like how it turned out. Your lessons were really helpful when I drew it." Excuse me. "I didn't focus on the little things, just the main picture. And again, thank you. Thank you. I love your art classes so much. So much. And I can hardly wait for the next one." Zoe, it is my pleasure. Thank you for being in the class. And I'm glad that you were able to take the lesson and apply it to your own drawing. I think it came out really well because if you look, the composition is just really great on this picture and how you have it off to the side and not just centered. And everything, the shapes just flow really well. And even how the tail, when you follow the tail, this is good composition. You follow the tail down from the head and then it goes down. Let's see, down this way. The tail goes from the head, the nose, because the eyes obviously stick out because of the contrast there between the light and the dark. And then you look at the eyes, and then you follow the tail down, and the tail kind of loops you back around to the face. And that's a good composition when it keeps your eyes still circling in the same picture. So, very nice job. Awesome job. For next, before we leave, submit your drawings, especially for these monster drawings. Submit them to noahfontaine@gmail.com. Like that thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already. I see only 4 thumbs up, and one of them is mine. Come on, guys. That's awkward. If you want to help support, you could donate. We have a link below. And then, what should we draw next? You guys were saying Star Wars. I took down your notes for that one. I have a lot of other episodes that you guys suggested too that I have in the works, and I have them, lined up so we can draw it. Next episode, though, on Thursday, is going to be called is Journals and Geniuses. And I'm very interested to see what you guys come up with for that one. This one is going to be a very interactive lesson, so get ready to go. And I will see you guys on Thursday for our next episode. Thank you guys for joining so much.